and Woody likes the crooked cock.
And it's just like, he did, you know, those shows that were really popular on Discovery Channel maybe 5 years ago, where they would test any number of weapons or combat techniques against those ballistics gel dummies, and they would have organs and bones inside. You get to see, like, they had boss.
Yeah, it was like the Ultimate Warrior or Ultimate Fighter or something like.
I know the guy who
it's like, we're gonna do. What if a Viking fought a ninja?
That's that Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, I met the guy who produced that show. Total sleazebag, real scummy fucker. Anyway,
that show was pretty.
He was like, I want to make the FPSRussia show, and I was like, I wouldn't let you run a lemonade stand. Your fingernails are dirty, and you just told me a lie about why you were late that involved a shooting. Nobody believes that. So he and he was not the kind of, he did not look heroic. So, but they had Boss Rutan on one of those shows, and he did a palm strike to the liver, and they had an actual, might have been a calf's liver or something inside ballistics gel, and he ruptured the fucking liver with the palm strike. It was pretty cool.
That is cool. I remember that show, and they put on such an air of, we're real scientists solving real problems, and we're using data to dig into the past and see who wins the fight. And they'd be like, one was like, today we got Spartan Warrior versus Ninja. And like at the time, I was like watching this, being like, this is pretty fucking cool. This is probably like 12 years ago the show's on. And the data, the hard data they would get, they'd be like, all right, so we brought this guy in from fucking Sacramento, and he loves ninjas. And he's gonna throw a shuriken at a pig bladder hanging over something. And then they'd like do that, and they'd be like, wow, 3 out of 3 hits, perfectly demonstrating how dangerous a ninja is with a shuriken. 100% accuracy. Let me put that into the system. All right, now we have this Spartan guy, a clearly autistic man from the deep south, wearing bronze. Now we're gonna let him take his scimitar and smash it into a pig that has a helmet on it and see what kind of damage it does. And they'd be like, "Oh, we can see right here that pig's fucked, dude." Let's enter it in here. Let's enter in the data. And then at the end of the episode, they'd be like, all right, now it's time to boot up our algorithm and use computers to see what would happen. And it would be like a guy wearing a fucking month open a year Halloween store outfit of a ninja, and then another guy wearing clearly plastic armor as a 300 guy with his abs painted on, and it'd be like they're commentating in all serious back in the control room. And
Yep,
like,
the control room.
Yeah, all right. So the Spartan is walking through the forest in southern Japan, and the ninja, because of his stats, gets the first jump, and it shows an overweight man leap out from behind a tree that he was visible behind and shuriken the guy and then run at an average man's speed away. And it's like, there's a little bit of damage done to the Spartan. And it's like, oh, well, how's the Spartan going to deal with this? Well, thankfully, his stat of being raped by the older Spartans makes him impervious to harm and fear. And so he jabs and, but the speed of the ninja, and it was beyond retarded.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
It was still upsetting, too, because I think the ninja won that fight, and I was sitting there at home like, bullshit.
Yes.
Absolute bullshit.
At the time that show was on, I was training. So I had what I thought was expertise, but what might have actually been bias. And I was all like, no. Like, clearly the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner beats all of these people. Yeah. Move over, Trojan.
The best things they did is they'd be like, all right, we got a Roman legionnaire versus fucking, I don't know, Russian Cossack, that's what it is. And like every once in a while it would happen where one guy comes in for one team, like the Russian guy comes in and he is just a mountain of a man who clearly knows what he's doing. And then the Roman legionnaire guy comes in and he's like, I really like how they utilized a republic and parlayed it into a very successful empire. I have to shoot the bow. Oh, and like those ones are the best.
There's a YouTube channel that does these things you're describing.
I ended on that note. I love the
That was the
wordplay.
best shit I've ever heard.